How sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I who once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now I see so clearly. And hallelujah, grace like rain falls down on me. And hallelujah, all my stains are washed away, they're washed away. God's grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieve. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. And hallelujah, grace like rain falls down on me. And hallelujah, all my stains are washed away, they're washed away. Hallelujah, grace like rain falls down on me. Hallelujah, all my stains are washed away, washed away. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing your praise than when we first begun. Hallelujah, grace like rain falls down on me. Hallelujah, all my stains are washed away, they're washed away. And hallelujah, grace like rain falls down on me. Hallelujah, all my stains, they're washed away, they're washed away.
Thank you again for all your hard work. We'll be looking in Ephesians, the 4th chapter today for the sermon, verses 25 through 28. I'm going to preach from the pulpit today. I've got my Debbie Bible, so I'm going to be carrying it around. The name Common Kaepernick mean anything to you? We have lots of professional football watchers here. Perhaps you remember this young guy. This was his second year in the league. He was at the finals last year of the entire championship. Lost out. He was in the semifinals this year. Lost out with his team, the San Francisco 49ers. A young man of some ability. I wondered what he was all about when he first came on the scene, because you know how every quarterback tends to have their signature move. They've got something to do after they do really well. It's a little dance they do. The thing that this one and that one does. What he would do after throwing a really great pass and making a touchdown, bring his right arm and he would like kiss his biceps. I'm going, that's weird. What is that all about? Oh, see how powerful I am. See how wonderfully I've done. And I was really going, oh, what is the deal with that? And then I found out that there's a tattoo on that arm. A tattoo is a scroll. And it's from the psalm that I read this morning. He makes me strong for battle. He humbles my enemies before him. It's scripture. And he's kissing that scripture, and I'm going, well, that's different. That truly is. He was asked about it by a reporter. And it's very interesting exactly what it says. It says, it is God who arms me with strength and keeps my way secure. He trains my hands for battle. My arms can bend a bow of bronze. And it's like talking about the Word. I'm going, this is great. And a reporter asked him about it. He says, look, this is how I understand it. God gave me these abilities. He gave me power to do these things. But He leaves it up to me to apply it and to get out there and work for it. And I thought that was an interesting balance. A great expression of faith right out there in public. A powerful thing, don't you think? He makes me strong for battle. In spite of the setbacks, in spite of the good times, in spite of the bad times, He keeps on plugging. Even when He comes to that final game that they lost against the Seattle Seahawks, still He comes back. He's presented as a man of faith. He is presented as a person who believes in Scripture and believes in God. And it was really interesting because I researched him in the highly technical world of Google to figure out what it was all about and to remember where that Scripture came from and all these sort of things. And along with it, I saw a whole other part of his life, as they described it, the girlfriend controversy. You got to make a splash out of it somehow. But there was a series of pictures, him with this one, him with that one, this girl and that girl, very, very pretty. Not enough cloth in those clothes to make a small baby blanket. No. And I'm going, now how does all this mesh? Really? How? Can I say there's anything wrong going on? I can't say. I don't know them. I'm not there. What is this, a super exception? I don't know what to say about it. But it leaves you going, really? Spiritual man here? Is this what he's really after? Which is the true Colin Kaepernick? What's going on here? It leaves us wondering, what is it all about? You know, there are a lot of things that we struggle with in this world. The tasks that we have, the authorities that we have to deal with, the events that come along. Bad things happen and we have to overcome them. But the real struggle that we have is not with anybody else. The real struggle we have is with ourselves. How do we deal with ourselves and keep ourselves under control? A person can easily conquer the world. But it was said by the Greeks that a person who could conquer themselves could rule everything. And that's our problem. We have to conquer ourselves. Colin has to deal with fame and wealth and notoriety, eligibility. Even Nancy Pelosi, the senator, commented on his big arms. It's a little bit creepy. Okay, it was a little bit creepy personally, but there you go. He is out, he is exposed to the world, and he's under pressure. And Paul gives us a stark warning here in Ephesians 4, 22 and 23, leading up to our sermon. Paul says you're taught with regard to your former way of life to put off your old self, which is being corrupted by its deceitful desires, to be made new in the attitude of your minds. We're in conflict with the world we're in. We're pressurized by our very success. We watched Tiger Woods disintegrate. That great golfing career, that amazing person that he was, but he was unable to discipline himself. Caught up in a messy divorce, horrible, messy publicity about his behavior, his lack of self-control. That's exactly what it was about. And it destroyed him, at least for a time. Now he's coming back, but he is not the same person. It's hard for us to realize what destructions come to us because we lack self-control. His friendships, the people he is connected with, all of those things are in question. It was snatched away. So is God out to punish us? God out to punish us? You do some sin and God's going to beat you up over that thing? That's the way we like to talk about it, but it's not so. Sin is self-punishing. It really is. It does it for itself. It's like getting sand in the bearings. You aren't punished because you got sand in the bearings. Sand destroys them. In the same way, sin destroys life. It breaks our heart. It corrodes us like the salt on the highway to our cars. It's a blight on us. Paul says we have to be careful. Paul says you were taught to put off, like you're pulling off a cloak, to put off this way of life. And there's a reason for it. Now, down to the meat of the sermon. Ephesians 4:25-28. Therefore, each of you must put off falsehood and speak truthfully to your neighbors, for we are all members of one body. In your anger, do not sin. Do not let the sun go down while you are still angry, and do not give the devil a foothold. Anyone who's been stealing must steal no longer, but must work doing something useful with their hands, that they may have something to share with those in need. Now, these three, as I divide them, are only the first installment of Paul's practical advice, and we'll be back to it in the succeeding weeks, okay? There are three things that he speaks about here. And first of all, he says, put off falsehood and speak truth. It's not necessarily that he's saying stop lying, although that's included in what he's saying. It's more than that Paul's getting at here. He says our speech needs to be full of the truth. It means that we stop lying because it's important that we don't cheat and deceive one another as human beings, and especially in the church. We need to be careful how we connect and how we are trustworthy with those whom we are fellow believers. We are able, in just a few careless moments, to burn bridges between one another, to set up walls of anger and enmity with those that we should be able to depend upon and who should depend upon us. And Paul commands us, don't do that. Make sure that you come across trustworthy.